Zaki, we talk about this a lot. Why do the Israeli startups seem to never fund sales when they're raising, A round or seed round? I don't get it.
Well, it's the chicken and the egg deal here, Ed. It's because you're in the beginning when you have your seeds and maybe the round there you're investing mostly in the technology, but then you want to go to the next stage and then get the VCs to invest in you. But
Right.
the VCs will invest in you only when you are on the growth stage, and this is
Right.
the concept, right?
So what you're saying is they put their attention in, build the product, get to market, and then we'll do sales. They tend to put sales in the back seat, correct?
Correct. Exactly.
Right,
That's why I've seen many of them fail, because they are failing
right.
with raising the money from the VCs.
And I think the problem is deeper. I don't think it's that it's not that they're not smart. I think by the time they have to do sales, they think it's a product. Oh, hire a big shot salesperson, hire a head of sales, and we're just going to do deals. And I find that is backwards.
It's backward, and you need a lot of experience, and you need to fail in that process. You cannot just go. The process is not smooth. Anyone in the startup knows that it goes like like a roller coaster.
Exactly, up and down. Right.
You need to fail. You need to try this guy, then try this guy. You need to find your product market fit, and the product market fit will change with sales. So you cannot just think that, okay, I'll have the product, I will have the sales, everything will go smoothly. It never does.
It never does. And the Israelis are aggressive people. I mean, I know that. Listen, I'm Jewish. I could say that, but they're aggressive and they think we're just going to push it through. And then when it's time to do sales, they underestimate how complicated it is. And they have a complicated product, and they're trying to sell in the US, which is a complicated market. I would have thought they would have addressed this in the product build phase, so they would have the backing for that, but they don't seem to do that.
It goes back to what I've said at the beginning. I mean, they believe that at the point that they will raise from the VCs will help them with the sales. They will bring the right people to do that.
Oh, so hang that point. Hold on to that point, because you and I are connected to a lot of VCs. In fact, you're funded, I think, by the wealthiest, and I'm connected up very well with the second wealthiest. These are really smart guys. I haven't heard many of them say to me in the last 10 years, oh, I'm going to invest 12 million, Ed, and then I'm going to help them do sales. Then I'm going to open up the door. Then I'm going to make sure they can close. I have never heard that. Where are these Israeli founders thinking it's just going to be done sort of for them?
They're expecting that they will help with that. Okay. But again, it's a problem, because the VCs will go in only in the growth stage. There are rarely, not many VCs or funds like that will invest in the seeds and in the early round.
And the A, and help them.
Yeah. And if they do, they're not going to help you. I mean, they will invest some money and they will just expect you to know what you're doing. And if you're not covering yourself with the sales, I think you're screwed.
Yeah, you're totally screwed. So, right, you're totally screwed. So this is a really good point. So what we have on this segment is, if you're building a complex product, highly complex, and you're going into a large and complex market, then you need a complex sales approach. And they don't do that. So we're going to talk more about this, but I appreciate you being straight up, because this is a real problem. So this is Revenue Accelerators Straight Talk. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you soon.